Let's jump into it, guys.
Because I spoke with Miss Johnny, and she said this is the same one from the last PSI.
Yeah. Apparently, she's gonna find out in some manner.
Here's both of them.
I guess I don't understand why we got two. I'm very confused.
Well, this was
Remind
one
me.
where she had pled and you refused to go along with it because she didn't accept responsibility for the crime.
Uh-huh.
And then we came back and she did accept responsibility, so we re-pled for the same.
Okay.
There was a different attorney involved on the first time, and then I was appointed.
Yeah, she pled in May of last year. With full deferred with Tom. Or back.
I'm just trying to find out what
So,
she did.
Nothing else was done as far as them talking to Miss Johnny about
No.
acceptance of responsibility.
The
They
only
didn't.
thing Miss Johnny said, they called and asked her for her updated address, and that was it.
Okay. So, Miss Johnny, I'm going to ask you again, and I know we probably went through this before. First of all, you're Kirsten Johnny.
Okay, here we go. Let's find out.
And Miss Johnny, I want to make sure, because in that previously you said you didn't do it, you were forced to do it because of your financial, you were forced to plea because of your financial situation, and that it wasn't fair.
Plead to
And
what?
so tell me what your position is now.
I never really said I didn't do it. I said it was an accident.
Okay,
I still feel the same way a little bit.
all
I'm
right.
not even gonna say I do feel the same way.
Now I understand, but you're not disagreeing that you didn't,
I said it was an accident. Somebody grabbing you by your foot. That's like somebody accidentally hit you in the back of your head. You're gonna have something that's normal.
what, right,
Somebody grabbed her by her foot?
because you were not complying with what they told you to do to get out of the car, correct?
I was pulled over because I was in a high. I stay in the area. I was pulled over because.
Hang on. Don't talk yourself out of this again. Because if you want to talk yourself out of it, we'll put it on the trial docket and we'll get it done in a few weeks and let a jury decide.
I'm not trying.
I'm trying, look at me. I'm actually trying to help you right now. Okay? If you had complied and just done what he asked you to from the very beginning of that stop, none of this would have happened. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah.
No, do you agree? Listen to the question. Do you agree with that statement or do you disagree with that statement?
I don't wanna lie.
You don't like it, do you? You don't think he should have done that?
It's not that. I feel like we was pulled over for no reason. If you follow.
It doesn't matter if you were pulled over for no, listen to
Oh,
me.
no.
This is why we're
Hold
hearing
on.
stuff all over in the
Okay, I get it. So basically, she tried to litigate on the side of the road. That's why she's here, right? She pissed somebody off because she was like, oh, all high and mighty, basically, right? And then she ended up in jail. Okay, that's kind of where I'm at so far. Someone grabbed her by a foot. All right.
and
let's go.
stuff all over in the news. It doesn't matter what you think. If a cop pulls you over, then you take the ticket
You learned
for
that.
not wearing your seatbelt. This is all over not wearing your
seatbelt?
seatbelt. Here you are in
Oh.
felony court and you're still not taking responsibility for the fact that he said, hey, ma'am, do this. And you said, I don't think you should have pulled me over, so I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
no.
And I'm going to lodge my foot against the door, and I'm not
Oh.
going to get out. I'm going to make you drag me out of my car, and
Right.
I'm going to kick you because you shouldn't have
Oh.
pulled me over in the first place.
Okay. Yeah, nah, bro. Jail. That's kind of where we're at right now,
All you
guys.
had to do was get your ticket, go to JP court,
Oh,
try to
no.
fight it there legally.
Oh, this is silly.
But here you are in felony court for a second-degree felony instead.
I'm just gonna say it. I mean, this whole thing screams denial. I can't stand when people twist every excuse possible instead of just saying, yeah, I messed up. It's just wild how some people act like accountability is this painful disease they're trying to avoid. And in my opinion, once you start blaming everything but your own choices, you've already lost the battle here.
Right.
I mean, everybody knows the system isn't perfect, but it is not built to hold your hand throughout adulthood. What really gets me the most is how she still thinks she can talk her way out of reality. It's like watching somebody argue argue with gravity. I mean, I genuinely think some people just get addicted to the victim role because it's just easier than change. If she had just faced the truth the first time, she'd probably be free by now instead of just back in front of the same judge. I mean, I've seen this pattern over and over. It is not bad luck, it's bad habits. And honestly, it just makes me wonder if some people even want help or if they only want attention.
Both.
So do you want to try to tell that story to a jury? Or
Both,
do
I
you
think,
want to accept
in
some
this context.
responsibility today?
Responsibility?
I don't feel like.
No.
You don't feel like going to trial?
Okay.
Well, there's two parts to that question. Do you feel like accepting responsibility?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think it would be a better idea next time you're pulled over to comply and just do what they ask you to?
Yes.
And Your Honor, just for the record, Miss Johnny did review the video with me in my office, so she is aware of what all transpired. She saw it.
She
Do you
was
have any
there.
reason to believe she shouldn't be pleading to this from what you saw?
I do not.
Right. I can tell you this right now.
So, I mean, you even saw how you acted.
Right. I mean, bro, I wasn't there. I didn't see the body cam footage, but I definitely heard the judge basically recite the incidents of the night here. Yeah, a seatbelt? You started yelling at the cop on the side of the road because he pulled you over because he said you weren't wearing a seatbelt. Fight that in court. Okay, if that's the case here, because now you're sitting here confused why you're here.
I understand.
It's probably a good idea. All right. I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney. I hope you prove me wrong on this because I really have
She's
some
not going
concerns that
to.
you're going to be able to be successful because you're not taking responsibility and you're not wanting to follow directions and things like that. And you're about to have 4 years of having to follow directions on probation. So I'm going to defer all proceedings for 4 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine. You're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is a great opportunity today because you are not a convicted felon. You don't have that conviction on your record. And if
Why?
you successfully complete it, follow all of the rules, you will never have a felony conviction. At the end of your probation, the case will actually be dismissed. The other side to
Guys,
that,
come
though,
on.
and this is really important
Come
for
on.
you to understand, because we've had this
We're
conversation
gonna
now so
dismiss
many
it now?
times, I'm not likely to forget you. And you can ask anybody, and Ms. Holmes has known me for a long time. It's not usually good when I remember people, right? So if you violate your probation, you'll get brought back into court. You could be found guilty, which means you become a convicted felon, and I can sentence you to prison anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to 20 years in prison for this.
Give her 20 years.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will go over your paperwork as soon as they're ready.
Okay, you said that I'm not considered a conviction felon, but I was told that even though you say that, it's still gonna be on my record.
So the arrest is on your record. The arrest will always be on your record. But so if you're asked a question on filling out an application for a job or something, if it says, have you been convicted of a felony? The answer is no. But if it says, have you ever been charged with a felony, or are you on probation for a felony? You are going to have to say yes to that. But the conviction part is still better than nothing, not having that conviction, right?
I don't see a difference.
Okay, have a seat
I'm not
in the
hiring
courtroom.
you.
Watch for probation to call you up.
You know, I actually
Okay, guys. Okay. All right. You guys keep sending me things where people are not being held accountable for their actions. Listen, this person here specifically decided to act out while being pulled over for something legitimately menial. That ticket would have been moderately irrelevant, okay, compared to something else here, guys, right? But she then proceeded to start acting absolutely crazy. I don't even need to see the body cam footage. I can tell by the mannerism and how she is carrying herself exactly how wild and crazy this was for you to basically end up in felony court over a seatbelt violation. Guys, nothing, not a single thing I can think of specifically is worth trying to prove your case on the side of the road. I can't think of one thing, okay? Stop litigating on the side of the road. Don't do this here, all right? You get pulled over, Just take the ticket and move on, because anything you do has the potential to basically put you in a position that will ruin your life. And what we're encountering right now is someone who basically ruined their life. But this judge here specifically is refusing to, hold her accountable for any actions here. All right. Zero. She's not, bro. I mean, I get it. 4-year probation. That's something. Okay. Yeah. She's going to have to deal with that. Right. But what is left here? What does she learn here? What does she truthfully learn here? You think that it's going to stop now? What do you think the chances are of her specifically not being put back into jail for violating probation? I find that to be very low, but hey, listen, give people enough rope to basically off themselves for the most part. I guess that's kind of the saying there, right? That's what this is here. Like, hey, we're going to give you a chance, but understand we're watching you, right? You're being monitored. These type of things here. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies, and I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.